Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless the Quiz, where the more obscure your knowledge, the better your chances of winning. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hello, my name is Morgan. This is my friend Matt, and we're from South Manchester.
Couple number two.
My name's Rodney, this is my wife Sam, and we're from Newbury.
Couple number three.
I'm Liz, this is my partner Andrea, and we're from Littleborough, near to Manchester.
And finally, couple number four.
I'm Claire, this is my husband Steve, and we're from North Wales.
And these are today's contestants. Very warm welcome to all. Thank you very much for joining us. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. He's a huge fan of darts, by which I mean he likes darts and he's huge. It's my pointless friend, it's Richard.
Hiya.
Hey, everybody.
Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Welcome back to a couple of pairs. Samantha and Rodney, welcome back. Lovely to have you back here. Andrea and Liz, welcome back as well. Got through to the head-to-head. We had a very rare four-question head-to-head last time as well. Beaten by Livy and Finn. And Livy and Finn, they're both early 20s, but went for 1968 as their category, which we admired a great deal.
We did.
And did rather well.
Oh, there we go.
Scored a one-pointer. 1 point, just missed out on the jackpot.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, yes, Livy and Finn sadly didn't win the jackpot last time, so we're going to add another £1,000 to it. So today's jackpot starts off at £2,250. And if everybody's ready, let's play Pointless. As ever, the pair with the highest score at the end of each round gets eliminated, so you know what you have to do. Very, very best of luck to all four pairs. Our first category this afternoon is International Rugby Union. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many teams at the Rugby Union World Cup in 2019 as they could. Richard.
Yeah, we're looking for the names of any of the 20 national teams that took part in the 2019 Men's Rugby World Cup, please.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Simple as that. Morgan, welcome. Now, I can see you laughing when international rugby came up. Was that sheer glee or something else?
Well, I used to play rugby quite a lot. I've then turned to commentary, and I've done that as kind of a bit of a hobby. So
I'm so glad that was the reason. I'm so glad that was the reason. Where can we hear you commentating?
So previously I've been on Burn FM, which is Birmingham University Radio Network, and I've done stuff with URB, which is University Radio Bath. I've also done stuff with Buck Super Rugby back in April of this year at Twickenham.
OK, I think it's time to get you on the national airwaves, I think, Morgan. I can hear, even in the rundown from Morgan there, can you hear? Just something in there. Yeah, he's got something. Morgan, what are you going to go for?
So they were not that well known coming into this, but they got a great victory. I'm going to say Uruguay.
Uruguay, says Morgan. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Uruguay. Uruguay is absolutely right. Down it goes. This looks like a great answer. Morgan, down it goes for two. Very well done indeed. What a start to the show. 2 for Uruguay.
Very well played, Morgan. That turned out nicely, didn't it? Yeah. Made a good account of themselves. Finished bottom of their pool, though.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Rodney. Rodney, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself.
Yeah, I'm a train driver. I'm living the dream, really.
Living the dream. Yeah. Where do you drive from and to, generally speaking?
At the moment, I'm kind of route learning. So I'll be learning from Eastleigh, which is down by Southampton, up to Hams Hall, which is just outside Birmingham.
And is it just you on the train, or do you have a bit of company?
At the moment, I have a mentor with me, so I'm not fully passed out. Once I'm fully passed out, I will no longer be a trainee.
And no longer a trainee?
Driver, yeah.
But that's good. Rodney, what are you going to go for?
Teams at the Rugby Union World Cup. I think they're in it. I'm going to go for Tonga.
Tonga, says Rodney. Let's find out if Tonga's right. Let's see how many people said it. Tonga. Tonga is right. It's another lovely score. Down it goes to 13. Very well done indeed, Rodney. 13 for Tonga.
Very well played, Rodney. This is going very well so far, this round.
Thank you very much indeed. Andrea, welcome back. Oh, our golden couple from last time's head-to-head. Got to be feeling pleased with yourselves. Remind us all about yourself, Andrea.
I retired last year and I spend my time singing and bird watching and generally enjoying having all that free time.
Now, you're bird watching. Do you travel afar to watch these birds?
We do a lot around Britain. We go to Scotland, west coast of Scotland, quite a lot.
What exciting things have you seen on the west coast of Scotland?
Oh, white-tailed eagles.
Wow.
9-foot wingspan.
Wow,
Massive,
how incredible.
Impressive.
Very nice. Now, Andrea, what are you going to go for?
Well, I do not watch rugby. So I'm going to try, forgive me, Liz, Argentina.
Argentina, says Andrea. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Argentina. Perfectly good answer there, Andrea. Very well reasoned. It's another decent score, 23 for Argentina.
Yeah, well played. I'd say that's a very good answer for someone who doesn't follow rugby union. Not one of the top tier of known teams, Argentina.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Claire, welcome to Pointless. Lovely to have you here from North Wales. Tell us all about yourself.
So we moved to North Wales from Birmingham about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And we've got our own business, wellbeing business. We're life coaches and go into companies and teach wellbeing sessions and have individual coaching sessions.
That's it. I mean, do you tend to just come in, just parachute into a company, do your thing, and then off you go? Or is this the beginning of an ongoing?
It's both, really.
Right.
So we prefer it to be ongoing so that
Sure.
things can just carry on. But some companies have just got something going on as part of their wellbeing programme that we can just slot into and do as part of that.
OK, very good indeed. Claire, what are you going to go for?
So rugby union's not my ideal subject either. I've got a handful of obvious ones. But I think the one that came into my mind, I'm just going to say it, is Japan.
Japan,
Yeah.
says Claire. Let's see how many of our 100 people agree with Claire and said Japan. It's right. Down that goes to 49.
Yeah, the hosts of the tournament reached their quarterfinals for the first time in their history, Japan.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's take a quick look at those scores. To Matt and Morgan, very well done. And then up we go, working our way gently up to 49, where we find Claire and Steve. Steve, I'm hoping you followed the rugby a little bit, so we've got a decent answer from you to bring you back into the game. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, Steve, welcome to Pointless.
Hello.
I know a little bit about you, as it turns out. Tell us more about you.
So, as you know, we run a wellbeing business, but we actually did meet in a chocolate factory.
You were working in a chocolate factory?
Yes, a very famous chocolate factory.
That's a nice job.
Chocolate factory.
We had someone who made fudge on the last show, didn't we? Last two shows.
Yeah, which was great.
Yeah,
Wasn't
that's
chocolate?
great. But chocolate as well.
All right, now, Steve, what are you going to go for?
Well, I think I'm going to go for a bit of a risky one because we're the highest scorers, so we're hoping Samoa were there.
Samoa. OK, let's find out Samoa. Is that right? How many people said it? If it is, no red line for you as you're the high scorers. Samoa is right. Down it goes 14. Very well done, Steve. Just what we needed from you. That takes your total up to 63.
That's a terrific answer, Steve. Well played. Giving yourself a chance in this second pass now.
OK, so Liz, we come to you. Welcome back. Remind us about yourself, Liz.
I'm also retired. I like football. I'm a big fan of Nottingham Forest, which probably means I don't like football, Richard. You might agree there.
I can't ever say anything against Nottingham Forest. I get into trouble for deliberately calling them Notts Forest sometimes.
A lot of people do that.
Oh, they don't like it.
We don't.
OK, yes, Liz, what else? What sort of other things do you get up to?
Again, bird watching, same as Andrea, and just like taking myself off for walks from where we live, so lots of fresh air.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Liz, you're on 23. 39 or less gets you into round 2.
Right, well, this is tough, and I'm struggling to think of a country, but I'm hoping that Fiji may be enough.
OK,
If they were
Fiji,
there.
says Liz. Let's find out if Fiji is enough. There is your red line. Fiji is right. Fiji gets you into round 2. Look at that. There we go. 17 for Fiji. Very well done. Taking your total up to a lovely round 40.
This really is very impressive stuff so far, I have to say. In their team, they had a few of the players who also won gold medals at the Olympics in rugby sevens, the Fijian team. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Richard. Now then, Samantha.
Hey.
Remind us all about yourself, Samantha.
Stay-at-home mother, and I have my own business, a virtual assisting business on the side. And I love to cook and travel, and yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Very nice indeed. Now, Samantha, what are you going to go for? 13's your score at the moment. 49 or less gets you into the next round. Is this going to be an informed guess or just a guess?
An informed guess.
An informed guess.
Yes. I'm going to say New Zealand.
New Zealand,
Yeah.
says Samantha.
Oh, okay.
OK, here is your red line. Let's see how far down the column we get with New Zealand. It's right. 72 people said New Zealand, taking your total up to 85.
Yeah, unlucky. 3-time winners, New Zealand came third this time round.
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Matt, welcome to the show. Good to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm Matt. I'm automotive engineer, so do exterior lighting for my work, and in my spare time, I typically play racing games. I did a charity live stream of one a couple of months back now. I did 24 hours of Spa with a couple of friends. It's quite a tiring but fun adventure.
Have you ever done it in real life?
Not yet, unfortunately.
Do you think having done it virtually, do you reckon you've got the chops?
I would like to in the future, yes.
Yeah, you should. OK, Matt, there you are. You're on 2. 82 or less gets you into the next round. What are you going to go for?
Well, I might as well play it safe, so I'm not gonna be stupid. Go for England. Hopefully, it should be safe.
Let's see how safe that is. OK, England, says Matt.
Probably too safe.
There's your
stupid.
red line. Let's see what happens when we say England.
Oh, that was poor.
Is right. Oh, yeah! 88 is what that scores. Takes your total up to 90.
Yeah, listen, that really was safe. If it's any consolation, you just saved Samantha's marriage, though. So that's. Listen, until those last 2 answers, we really successfully avoided a lot of the big scorers. There's a few lower scorers left. Samantha, where's your accent from?
You know, I was going to say Canada, and I swear if it's out there, I'm going to just punch myself. But
before I reveal if it was up there, are you sure you want to punch yourself?
Oh my gosh, it was up there.
Canada was up there and would have scored 17 points as well.
No way!
Would have been a lovely score. USA would have scored you 21. France 48, Italy 35. 3 low scorers that we didn't get. Russia 10. Georgia and Namibia both scored 4 each. Uruguay is actually the best answer you possibly could have given. It's the best answer up there, Morgan, so very well played. And the other scorers, Ireland 49, Australia 52, Scotland 64, South Africa 66, Wales 76, and England was there. So you got the lowest scorer and the biggest scorer on the same podium, which at least has a nice symmetry.
Exactly. The best of times, the worst of times. There we are. Matt and Morgan, it's the end of our first round. We have to say goodbye to one of our pairs, and I'm afraid it's you. You're going to be back, though, next show. We're already looking forward to it. Thank you very much indeed for playing, Matt and Morgan. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it is now time for round 2. And there we are, down to 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 this afternoon is musical theatre. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns true story musicals. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to give you 6 clues to different musicals on each board. We'll also show you an original cast member and the year in which it premiered on the West End. But what are these musicals, please?
Thank you very much indeed. OK, so let's have a look at our clues to musicals. All of them true stories. Members of a Yorkshire WI bear all to raise money for charity. Michelle Detrice, 2017. 1956 jam session with Elvis Presley, Johnny Cash, Jerry Lee Lewis and Carl Perkins. Michael Malarkey, 2011. Pushy's stage mum's daughter Louise becomes a burlesque dancer. Angela Lansbury, 1973. The Von Trapp family flee Austria in the build-up to World War II. Jean Bayliss, 1961. Founding father of America marries one of the wealthy Schuyler sisters, Jamal Westman, 2017. And the story of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, Ryan Malloy, 2008. I'll read those clues again. Members of Yorkshire WI bear all to raise money for charity, 2017. 1956 jam session with Elvis Presley, Johnny Cash, Jerry Lee Lewis and Carl Perkins, 2011. Pushy's stage mum's daughter Louise becomes a burlesque dancer, 1973. The Von Trapp family flee Austria in the build-up to World War II, 1961. Founding father of America marries one of the wealthy Schuyler sisters, 2017. And the story of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, 2008. There we are, Samantha.
Yeah. The last one, Jersey Boys.
Jersey Boys, says Samantha. Jersey Boys for the bottom one. Frankie Valli. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Jersey Boys. It's right. And that takes us down to 23. That's a great start to the round, Samantha. Very well done indeed.
Well played, Samantha. And Ryan Malloy there played Frankie Valli for over 6 years in the West End. That's a long old run, isn't it? Yeah.
That's a long time of only getting Sunday nights off.
Yeah, isn't it just?
Thanks very much indeed. Now, Liz. Liz, what would you like to go for?
Well, I only know 2 on the board, so I am going to go for Calendar Girls, the top one.
Calendar Girls, says Liz. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Calendar Girls. Calendar Girls is right. Down it goes to 49.
Yeah, also a film, of course, but the musical was written by Tim Firth and Gary Barlow.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Claire, this board is all yours.
Super.
Do with it what you will. Do you want to fill in all our blanks?
I'd love to. I could have told you those 2 and one other. So I'm going to have to go for the really obvious one, the Von Trapp family, and say The Sound of Music.
The Sound of Music, says Claire. Let's see how many of our 100 people said The Sound of Music. Sound of Music goes down to 72.
Yeah, that was Rodgers and the Hammersteins' final ever musical together. And Edelweiss from that was the last song Oscar Hammerstein ever wrote.
Oh.
Yeah. It's sad when you think about it, isn't it?
It is.
Shall we have a look through the rest of these?
Yes.
We'll leave the jam session because it's the hardest one up there. The founding father of America?
Hamilton.
Hamilton. That would have scored you 16. Do you know the Pushy stage mum? Gypsy.
Ah.
Would have scored you 4 points. And do you know this last one?
I don't know.
I don't know it either. It's $1 Million Quartet, and it's a pointless answer. Very well done if you said that.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, let's take a quick look at our scores before we come back down the line. 23, very well done, Samantha. You were the best scorer. 72, Claire, that was the highest score. So, yes, Steve, once again, you start the second pass with a little bit of a mountain to climb. But good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's put 6 more clues for musicals up on the board. And here they are. Theatrical biography of the greatest showman, Michael Crawford, 1981. Country girl uses shooting skills to earn living in Buffalo Bill's Wild West show, Dolores Gray, 1947. The rise of Eva Perón to First Lady of Argentina, Elaine Page, 1978. Miscarriage of justice of 9 young men in 1930s Alabama, Julian Glover, 2013. Struggling Northampton shoe factory saved by drag queen footwear, Killian Donnelly, 2015. And creation of Berry Gordy's Detroit-based record label, Cedric Neal, 2016. Let me read those again. Theatrical biography of the greatest showman, 1981. Country girl uses shooting skills to earn living in Buffalo Bill's Wild West show, 1947. The rise of Eva Perón to First Lady of Argentina, 1978. Miscarriage of justice of 9 young men in 1930s Alabama, 2013. Struggling Northampton shoe factory saved by drag queen footwear, 2015. And creation of Berry Gordy's Detroit-based record label, 2016. There we are. Steve, there you are on 72. I said you had a mountain to climb. And in fact, we climbed every mountain with Claire's answer in the first pass, of course. Steve, what are you going to go for?
I'm struggling. I know the obvious ones. I think I'm going to have to go for the top one, which is Barnum.
Barnum, says Steve. No red line for you as you're the high scorers. How many people said Barnum? Barnum is right. Look at that, not bad. 28 for Barnum. Takes your total up to 100. Nice round total.
Yes, a nice answer as well. It's described as one of the hardest roles in musical theatre. You have to walk a tightrope while singing.
Wow.
Yeah, tightrope walking.
Yeah.
And you've got to fight a lion.
On a tightrope.
On a tightrope.
I mean, the lion's on a tightrope on this occasion.
Which makes it easier to fight.
Makes it a bit easier to fight, yeah. Okay. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Andrea, 49 is your score, 50 is your target. What are you going to go for?
OK, I know a couple. Country girl uses shooting skills. I think could be Annie, get your gun.
Annie, get your gun. That's what I was thinking. Let's see if it's right. There is your red line. How many people said, Annie, get your gun? It is Annie, get your gun. Gets you through as well. Down that goes to 10. Very well done indeed. Best score so far, taking your total up to 59.
Yeah, another terrific answer. The Queen loved Loris Gray's version of Anything You Can Do. She listed it as one of her favourite songs.
Oh.
A Radio 2 documentary.
That's
Your Mate the Queen.
My Mate the Queen.
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Rodney.
Hello.
Rodney, now look, there you are. An amazing low score from Samantha in the first pass means that 76 or less sees you into the head-to-head. Do you want to talk us through the board?
I'd rather I didn't, but I'll give it a try. I think the rise of Eva Perón to First Lady of Argentina is, I think it's Evita. Miscarriage of Justice for 9 Young Men, no idea. But the Juggling Northampton, I think that's Kinky Boots. But I'm going to go for the bottom one, Motown the Musical.
Motown the Musical, says Rodney. Here is your red line, lovely and high. Can you get below that with Motown? Let's see. It's right, and you're through. Very well done indeed. Through you go to the head-to-head. That's still going down. 18, another great score. Takes your total up to 41.
Yeah, it took us through those answers beautifully as well and picked the right one of the ones you knew. 'Cause you're right about Evita. Evita would have scored you 59. You're right about Kinky Boots as well. Kinky Boots would have scored you 29. Now, the best answer on the board is this Miscarriage of Justice, and it's the Scottsboro Boys. Very well done. If you said that, would have scored 1 point. Terrific answer.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So at the end of our second round, the pair who are heading home with a high score of 100, I'm afraid it's Steve and Claire. You've played incredibly well. We'll see you next time. Look forward to it. Thank you very much indeed, Steve and Claire. But for the remaining two pairs, it's now time for the head-to-head. Very well done, Andrea, Liz, Samantha and Rodney. You're now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, currently standing at £2,250. But just before we play the head-to-head, let's see if we can't put some more money into that jackpot by finding some pointless answers. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many Star Wars characters as they could. Richard?
Yeah, there'll be 6 names on the board. 2 of them will be pointless Star Wars characters that no one mentioned. 2 of them, however, are incorrect answers that we've made up. If you can get either of those pointless answers, you're going to add £250 to the jackpot, see if you can get both of them at home.
Thank you very much indeed. So let's put the 6 potential Star Wars characters up on the board. 2 of these are pointless, remember, and we have got Maz Kanata, Neelix, Salacious Crumb, Bail Organa, Mon Mothma, and Dot Matrix. There we are. Andrea and Liz, you get to go first. But do your thinking out loud. Share, because you all stand to benefit from this.
I don't know any of them. No idea.
Yeah.
OK.
But I think we can guess which ones are not the real ones.
OK.
Yeah, so, on the basis I've heard of the first one and the 5th one,
Yeah, go for one of the others.
we're going to go for Neelix.
OK, Neelix, say Andrea and Liz. Let's see if Neelix is pointless. Oh, no. Bad luck. I'm afraid Neelix, an incorrect answer. Now, Samantha and Rodney, over to you.
Okay. Right.
Can you find a pointless answer there?
Dot Matrix, I'm sure that's a printer. I'm going to give Bail Organa a try.
Bail Organa. OK, let's see. Bail Organa, is that pointless? It's right. Step in the right direction. Can it go all the way down to 0? Yes, it can! Very well done indeed. You found a pointless answer. Very good.
Well played, Rodney. Yeah, Princess Leia's adopted father, Bail Organa, played by Jimmy Smits. In the movies, you're quite right that Dot Matrix is the other incorrect answer. Salacious Crumb would have scored you a point. It's Jabba the Hutt's pet. So of these other two, one is pointless and one scored a point. What do you think is pointless?
Let's give it Maz Kanata. I haven't heard of Maz Kanata.
So if you said Bale Organa and Maz Kanata, you just got yourself 2 pointless answers. Very well done. Mon Mothma was the other one who scored a point.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well done, everybody. You managed to find one pointless answer, so we can add £250 to the jackpot, taking it up to £2,500. But who will be playing for it? Let's find out in the head-to-head. The first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot, and you are now allowed to confer. Here is your first question, and it is all about crafts. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to show you 5 picture clues now to different crafts. We're also going to give you the initial letters of their names. Can you tell us what these crafts are, please?
OK, thank you very much indeed. What are the crafts we are suggesting? A. B. B. H. C. B. D. M. And E. M. There we are, 5 crafts in picture form. Andrea and Liz, you're our golden couple, so you go first. Feel free to confer.
I'm assuming that you go for the watch-making one.
Yeah.
OK?
We're going to go for B, which we think is horology.
Horology, say Andrea and Liz. Now, Samantha and Rodney, do you want to talk us through the rest of that board?
I think D is marble, and E, I feel like the word metal is in there.
D is something else. We're going to go with D, mosaic.
D, mosaic. So we have horology and we have mosaic. Andrea and Liz went for horology for B. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. Horology. Horology is right. And down that goes to 28. Samantha and Rodney, meanwhile, have gone for mosaic for D. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said mosaic. Mosaic is absolutely right. 61 for mosaic, which means, well done, Andrea and Liz. After one question, you are up 1-0.
Yeah, well played. There's a couple of answers up there, actually, that would have beaten horology, including A, that would have beaten horology.
I guess it's basketry.
Basketry, yeah, that's exactly the answer. And that would have scored 17 points. C wouldn't have beaten horology. C is bookbinding, of course.
Bookbinding, yeah.
That would have scored 50. This last one would have beaten horology as well.
Really?
You're right, it does have metal in it.
Metalwork.
Metalwork, yeah. And that would have scored 25 points.
There we go. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, here comes your second question. Samantha and Rodney, you have to win this one to stay in the game, so best of luck. Our second question is all about marathons. Richard.
Yeah, 5 clues now to things concerning marathons.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, let's reveal our 5 clues, and here they are. We have got the comedian who completed 27 marathons in 27 days across South Africa in 2016 to raise money for sport relief. Name of the Greek messenger who, according to legend, ran to Athens from the site of the Battle of Marathon. British clipper ship passed by runners around 6 miles into the London Marathon. The nationality of Dorando Pietri, disqualified for being helped over the finish line at the 1908 Olympic Marathon. And the 2007 film starring Simon Pegg as an unfit man who runs a marathon in order to win back his ex-fiancée. I'm going to read those all again. The comedian who completed 27 marathons in 27 days across South Africa in 2016 to raise money for sport relief. Name of the Greek messenger who, according to legend, ran to Athens from the site of the Battle of Marathon. British clipper ship passed by runners around 6 miles into the London Marathon. The nationality of Dorando Pietri, disqualified for being helped over the finish line at the 1908 Olympic Marathon. And the 2007 film starring Simon Pegg as an unfit man who runs a marathon in order to win back his ex-fiancée. There we are. Samantha and Rodney, you go first.
I can't remember the comedian. I'll go for the bottom one. Run, fat boy, run.
Run, Fat Boy, run, say Samantha and Rodney. Run, Fat Boy, run. Now, Andrea and Liz, over to you. Can you talk us through that board?
The top one is Eddie Izzard. I don't know the second one, but I'm sure you will.
I know I could guess it, but I wouldn't like to risk it.
The clipper ship is the Cutty Sark.
Do you want me to try and guess the Greek messenger, or do you want to go for the two we know?
Should we go for Eddie Izzard?
Yeah.
We'll go for Eddie Izzard.
OK, Eddie Izzard. Right. So we have Samantha and Rodney's answer, run, Fat Boy, run. And we have Eddie Izzard from Andrea and Liz. Samantha and Rodney went for run, Fat Boy, run for the bottom one. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. It's a good answer. That's going to take some beating. That goes down to 14. Very well done. Andrea and Liz have gone for Eddie Izzard. Let's see what happens when we say Eddie Izzard. Yep, there we are. Well done, Samantha and Rodney, back in the game. After 2 questions, it's 1-1.
I suppose, yeah, it might have been worth a risk on guessing one of the ones that you didn't know. Cutty Sark would have scored you too many points as well. Would have scored 28, but these last two both would have seen you into the final. Do you know the guy who ran the first marathon?
No.
Phidippides, 2 points. And if you had to guess the nationality of Durando Pietro...
Italian.
Italian, yeah. You'd be in the final if you said Italian. Would have scored you 9 points.
Ah, well, there we go. It all comes down to a decider. This is our third question. Best of luck to both pairs. Our third question is all about people whose names are musical terms. Richard.
We're going to show you the names of 5 famous people now and some facts about them. We've missed out all but the first letter of their last name, but they are musical terms. Their last names are musical terms.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, let's reveal our 5 people with musical terms for surnames. And here they are. We have Francis Scott K., author of the words of The Star-Spangled Banner. Renzo P., Italian architect of the Shard in London. Kathy S., portrayed Nora Batty in Last of the Summer Wine. Hope S., goalkeeper with over 200 appearances for the US women's soccer team. And Christoph W., Austrian winner of Oscars for Best Supporting Actor in 2010 and 2013. I'm going to read those all again. Francis Scott K., Renzo P., Kathy S., Hope S., and Christoph W. There we are. Now, Andrea and Liz, you will go first.
I only know a couple.
OK, I think I know them all.
Oh, OK.
But which do you think is likely to be... I was thinking the actor.
OK, actor. Let's go actor.
Yeah. We think the actor is Christoph Waltz.
Christoph Waltz. OK, Christoph Waltz for the bottom one. Now, Samantha and Rodney, do you fancy talking us through that board?
I think the third one down is Kathy Score. And then...
I can't think of who that goalkeeper is.
I think we got to go with Kathy Score.
Yeah, we're going to go with
Kathy
Score.
Kathy Score. So we have Christoph Waltz and Kathy Score. Andrea and Liz have gone for Christoph Waltz for the bottom one. Let's see if that's right. How many of our 100 people got Waltz, in other words? Waltz is right. And it takes us down to 12 very neatly. Meanwhile, Samantha and Rodney have gone for Kathy Score for the actress who played Nora Batty. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. Score. No, I'm afraid not Score, which means, Andrea and Liz, after 3 questions, you're through to the final 2-1.
Yeah, very well played. That's a good guess as well. It does fit there, but it is Kathy...
Oh, I don't know.
Kathy Staff.
Staff.
Yeah. Kathy Staff would have scored 28 points. Francis Scott...
Key.
Yep. Would have scored you 18. Lorenzo...
Piano.
Would have been 16. The best answer on the board there, the goalkeeper.
Great name, Hope Solo.
Hope Solo, yeah. But then, see, that sounds like a Star Wars name.
There's a character, yeah.
Hope Solo would have scored you 6 points. Well done if you said that at home.
Thank you very much indeed. So the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round. I'm afraid, Samantha and Rodney, you came that close to a pointless trophy. I'm so sorry. You've played so well today. It's been a real treat having you on the show. Thank you so much, Samantha and Rodney.
Thank you.
Right, for Andrea and Liz, it is now time for our pointless final. Congratulations, Andrea and Liz. You have fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted Pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win our Pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £2,500. Well, it had to happen eventually. And finally, here you are. It could have been last time, but you've come back this time with a slightly enhanced jackpot. So good tactics. What would you like to see come up? What's going to help you take that jackpot home?
Oh, sport, probably football for me. Geography combined.
Yeah.
Art, history for you.
Literature.
Politics, maybe.
Let's see what comes up.
OK, well, you get to choose from the 4 things that appear on the board. Let's see what we've got today. We've got English tramways, decades of golf majors, creative Barbaras, or innovation, invention and discovery. Which do you think you like of those?
I couldn't do the golf. You could do the golf.
Golf, maybe. What about the creative Barbaras?
I was wondering about creative Barbaras.
But I think you might be on your own.
Barbara Hepworth. Can we think of any other creative Barbaras?
Shall we go mad and try the bottom one?
Innovation, invention and discovery. What do you think it might be?
Could be
anything.
Yeah. What do you think?
Let's go for innovation,
well,
invention and discovery.
OK, we're going to go for that one, for the bottom one.
Okay, very best of luck. You're quite right, 3 very different questions here. We're looking for anywhere, any town or city or municipality or prefecture that has hosted a World Expo from 1851 through to 2019. World Expo. We are looking for any inventor on Radio Times list of 50 greatest British inventions from 2013. Or we are looking for the surname of anyone who discovered a chemical element as credited as such by the Royal Society of Chemistry. So the host places are World Expos, inventors in that list, or surnames of people who discovered chemical elements. Very best of luck.
Thank you very much. And as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of your answers to be pointless. Are you ready? Let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
Any preferences there?
I think the problem with chemical elements is the people who they're named after aren't necessarily the ones who named them, who discovered them. Inventors.
Yeah, can you think of any?
Clockwork radio, Trevor Bayliss.
OK, that's good to go with that.
Great British inventions, jet engines.
Frank Whittle, yeah.
But he's quite obvious, isn't he? Greatest British inventions, television, John Logie Baird. We could have one inventor, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Trevor Bayliss, maybe?
Trevor Bayliss, yeah.
And do you want to go for a host place for the World Expo?
Do you know any, or would it be a guess?
It would be a total guess,
Yeah.
so maybe we should avoid that one.
Oh.
And people who discovered chemical elements. There's a Livermorian.
10 seconds left.
Surnames of people who discovered chemical elements. Marie Curie's too obvious.
OK, that is your minute up, I'm afraid. I now need your 3 answers.
We're going to go for Rutherford.
Rutherford.
For the chemical element.
OK.
Trevor Bayliss.
Trevor Bayliss.
For the great inventors. And Frank Whittle.
Yes, Whittle.
Frank Whittle for the
And
jet
Frank
engine.
Whittle for the inventors as well. OK, of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Trevor Bayliss.
Trevor Bayliss will put last. Least likely to be pointless?
Rutherford.
Yes,
Rutherford. OK, and Frank Whittle goes in the middle. Lovely. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order, then. And here they are. We have got Rutherford, Frank Whittle, Trevor Bayliss. 3 good answers on the board there. Now, if one of these turns out to be pointless and wins you that jackpot, £2,500, what would you like to do with it? Andrea, I'm going to ask you first.
I think we'd go on a nice birding holiday.
Very nice indeed. Excellent. Liz?
I think we've been looking at going to Costa Rica, but I've got a big birthday coming up this year, and we've actually just booked to do the Northern Lights, so it will go towards that.
Very nice indeed. OK, well, very, very best of luck. Your first answer was Rutherford. In this case, we're looking for the surnames of people who discovered chemical elements. If Rutherford is pointless, £2,500 is yours. How many people said Rutherford? It's absolutely right. Now, if this goes all the way down to pointless, you leave here with £2,000. Rutherford takes us down into single figures, still going down with Rutherford of 6. Very well done indeed. Great answer. Your next answer, let's hope nobody said Frank Whittle. We now move on to that list of inventors of great British inventions, Frank Whittle. If he is pointless, will win you £2,500. How many people said Frank Whittle? Oh, he's on the list. Frank Whittle is there. Now, your first answer was Rutherford, took us down to 6. Frank Whittle now takes us down into single figures, still going down, passing 6, still going down with Frank Whittle at 2. Very well done indeed. That's a great score. 2 for Frank Whittle. During the minute, I heard you saying, no, too well known, too well known. So Trevor Bayliss, which you think is less well known than Frank Whittle. Oh, we've got to hope this is pointless. Trevor Bayliss. We hope on that list of Radio Times' greatest British inventions for £2,500 is Trevor Bayliss pointless. Trevor Bayliss is there. Rutherford, your first answer took us down to 6. Frank Whittle, your second took us down to 2. Trevor Bayliss now takes us into single figures. Still we go down, still going down, passing 2 to 1. Oh. I mean, 3 excellent answers, all of them single-figure scores. But I'm afraid you didn't manage to find the all-important pointless answer, so I'm afraid you don't win today's jackpot. But you do win today's pointless trophy, so very, very well done for that, Andrea. And
yeah, it was a terrific performance. You've been terrific for 2 shows. Not at all surprised you did so well there. It's just unfortunate you couldn't go one better. I'll take you through the pointless answers in all the different categories. We'll start with Expos. Astana, the capital of Kazakhstan, held one in 2017. Ghent, Lyon, St. Louis held a World's Fair. You could have had Budapest, Genoa, Hamburg, Helsinki, Jerusalem, Liège, Lille, Okinawa, Rostock, Rotterdam, Stuttgart, Turin, all sorts of pointless answers there. Well done if you got one at home. Now, those inventors, all of these were on the list. Charles Mackintosh for the invention of waterproof material. J.S. Fry, who invented the chocolate bar. Joseph Bazalgette for the sewer system. William Henry Fox Talbot for a photographic process. Some lovely ones here. Edwin Beard Budding, who invented the lawnmower. John Shepherd Barron, who invented the ATM. Good for him. Peter Hobbs, automatic kettle. Obviously teamed up with Russell somewhere along the way. And William Addis, the inventor of the toothbrush. All of those were pointless answers. Now, the surnames of people who discovered chemical elements, quite a tough one. This, as you say, they're often named after people, but not necessarily the people who found them. You could have had Joseph Black, who discovered magnesium. Priestley discovered oxygen, or one of the people who did. Schiller, who discovered oxygen as well, separately, and chlorine. And Wollaston, that is William Hyde Wollaston, who discovered rhodium and palladium. Everything was pointless there, apart from Curie, Rutherford, Brandt, Bunsen, Davy, Ramsay, Cavendish, Gadelin, Seaborg, and Strutt. Every other answer is a pointless one. Very well done if you got one at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard, and thank you, Andrea and Liz. I'm sorry you didn't win our jackpot today. That'll therefore roll over onto the next show, when we will be playing for £3,500. Join us then, see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.